Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And hit that little bell there if you want to keep getting notifications of future content. And I do content every day. So this morning I found a clip that this pretend radio show was doing down in Fort Worth. And they happened to do an interview on Manuel about 7 months ago after one of his previous arrests. Anyway, he got arrested again last night, and Carolina Fort Worth snitched him out to the cops, told him who he was and everything. And he got arrested. He had 6 warrants, traffic warrants, I think they were, out on him. And they picked him up on him, so... Anyway, but this, I found this little interview pretty interesting. It's lame. The guy's been around for about 12 or 13 years on YouTube, and he's got about 500 subs, and tries to be a radio host, but it's not really working out. Anyway, let's check it out.
My guest today is Manuel, a local government watchdog and citizen journalist. So you're known for live streaming police misconduct. You were the first person ever to live stream a board meeting at the Tarrant Appraisal District. What made you want to become a citizen journalist?
I guess being lied on and done wrong by the Fort Worth Police Department to where everybody was against me. So I agreed to a plea deal that I didn't truly understand.
What is it we try to tell you every time we do one of these videos? These people are butthurt over some previous arrest. They got in trouble for something, they took a plea deal, they didn't understand it, now they're butthurt. It all stems from being a criminal. I mean, period. That's why he does it. And this journalist here, he has done no research on Manuel. You'll find that out pretty quick.
To get out and to investigate what happened to me. And after I did, that's why I don't trust the whole court system. So I took myself to the our law library and studied about everything that they could arrest you for. I was gonna film them in traffic stops, so I had to make sure I knew what they could use as far as jaywalking, pedestrian walking in the roadway, and what it actually meant, not what they interpreted as. My whole thing is to expose them.
Hang on here, Manuel. You went to the law library, you read some law books so that you could understand what was going on better than the cops that are there enforcing the laws every day of their lives while they work as a police officer. You're going to explain that to them. That's not what you do at all, Manuel. It's not.
And to encourage other people, like, to not only pick up the camera and record them, which is our First Amendment right, but also to be intelligent about what you're doing as far as knowing the basic laws.
Just the name, Manuel does not go in the same sentence as the word intelligence. It just doesn't. And he hangs around with some other very intelligent people too. Cody High Roller, Carolina Fort Worth. Yeah, okay.
The actual penal codes. There's a whole bunch of avenues you can take to bring awareness to what's not only happening to you, but like your whole neighborhood where you live in. Because it doesn't only affect me. Because they don't just do this to me. I'm just the only one that got a camera and put them on YouTube. You know, so that's my whole thing. I just want to make people in my neighborhood smarter about the laws and their rights.
So if people want to get involved, and anyone can become a citizen journalist, but what do you recommend where do they start?
You can use Facebook Live to start your encounters. And then you could use some of those videos if you want to. I mean, this is totally up to whoever, right? The way I did it, I started a YouTube channel. And I got, I think, 1,000 subscribers in like 3-4 days to be able to go live in case something. Like the first couple videos that I put out were of my arrest and then going to go get names and badge numbers from the police department right down the street.
Like I said, the majority of these guys that do this First Amendment audit stuff, it starts with them being arrested for something that they did, and instead of taking responsibility, they want to blame the police for arresting them the wrong way. They didn't understand what they were doing when they arrested me. I didn't understand the plea deal when I took it. Yes, I pled guilty. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, come on.
And they threatened me with arrest and trespassed me. forgetting names and badge numbers of the police department, and they didn't understand that we had the right to be there, and it's just crazy.
So when you capture that live, there's a record. They can't say it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the difference. That's why it's
and
important.
And that's more important to film, because it's been. This is not something that's been going on for 4 or 5 years. This is generations of police officers not liking being filmed.
Yes, Mr. Journalist, when you film your crimes, it can be used against evidence against you, and 99.9% of the time, they're convicted on their own videos that they take of them breaking the law, interfering. They don't get arrested for filming the police. They never do. Never happened. There's not a single case in the United States where somebody was convicted for simply filming the police. They get in the way, they interfere, they talk to suspects in the case, they just can't keep their mouths shut, and that's why they get convicted.
Right? So it's like they figured if they have body cameras, that's enough for people to be satisfied. Oh, they're being filmed.
But they can pause it, they can
mute it, they can even say there is no video due to the previous thing being uploaded. We have paperwork that shows all this kind of stuff that they use, right? And the only way we can protect ourselves as citizens is have our own recording.
How can folks follow you?
Oh, just go to YouTube.
Well, Manuel, you have a lot of supporters and fans out there. We know you're going through a lot right now because of what you're trying to do to help people. And we appreciate what you do, and we hope folks will follow you and give it a shot. Try to learn about the laws and make sure people are following them. It's really that simple. So
Yeah, just inform yourself.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Inform yourself about what it is you're trying to do, whatever it is. Whether you want to audit buildings, you want to make sure police officers in your neighborhood are doing their job, you have to research everything. That way when it comes to you and your situation, you know exactly how to handle yourself.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time, Manuel.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Got to give Manuel credit. He gave this reporter some good advice. You ought to research everything, especially the people you're interviewing, before you put it on YouTube like you know what you're talking about. He has no idea who Manuel is. He has never seen any of his videos, obviously, because he doesn't know what his channel is. He's just taking his word for everything he says. Professional journalist, been here since 2014, and has 512 subscribers, maybe 514. Yeah, great journalism there, bud. Great journalism. The video of his arrest last night, the Frog has it. I'll put a link to the description to that video down in the description of this. But I'm going to show you a little clip of about 5 months ago. He was in court and he got his bond revoked for another charge. Let's just take a look at that.
You are on bond on some cases, is that correct? Those bonds are being declared insufficient, Sheriff. Is there a Mr. Mata in the courtroom? You'd stand right there at the rail for me, please, sir. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony given this cause to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I don't know what this is about.
Hey, Judge, may we approach?
I don't understand what's going on.
I'm swearing you in as a witness. So,
Under what authority, sir?
all right, jury, go to the jury room.
Yeah, playing word games with a judge isn't going to get you anywhere there, Manuel. Not going to get you anywhere at all.
Everyone may be seated. Mr. Mata? Is your name Manuel Mata?
Yes, sir.
Your date of birth is 7/8 of 1980.
Yes, sir.
All right. I have issued you an oath to testify truthfully. Are you going to take that oath?
I have a question, sir.
No. Are you going to take that oath?
No.
All right. You are on bond on some cases. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Those bonds are being declared insufficient, Sheriff.
For what, sir? What's going on?
What'd I tell you, Manuel? Playing word games with a judge isn't going to do you any good here in Texas. Not going to work for you.
What did I do? I need my lawyer present, sir.
We will get your lawyer.
You questioned me without a lawyer present. And I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know what's going on. For what? For what? I asked him a question. I don't have no knowledge of this case. And I just wanted to know who's asking for me to be sworn in.
For a guy that claims that he studied the law, so when he goes into situations, he knows how to do it and how to explain to the police and obviously the judges how they should be doing their job. It seems like this is a pretty big failure for all that studying he done.
The DA, the defense, the judge, who's asking it? Those are questions I need answers if you're gonna revoke me. You ain't gotta be aggressive when you do.
Let me see the lawyers.
Yeah, we can't.
It's gotta be awesome.
Well, that was Manuel being Manuel. Typical day in the life of Manuel Matta, just being an idiot. Let's see if we can find one more short clip of him getting arrested or acting up or something. Here we go. Let me see what I can find.
What are you talking about?
Sir, you cannot move past.
I can walk down the sidewalk. Is it true or not? Is it true or not? Can I walk down the public sidewalk? Yes or no?
Multiple times. It's your choice.
Can I walk down? So you're making me stand right here.
Yes, for the investigation.
Investigation. How about that? So you're telling me I can't walk down that way? Okay. Can I or not? No, that's not how this works, man. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. You cannot. I'm not resisting. What you're doing is illegal.
Anyway, you get the idea of what Manuel does. He was at a traffic stop. He was trying to approach the stop, and they told him to get back. I'm not even sure if it was a stop. It could have been a shooting for all I know. I don't know. He never puts any context in his videos as to actually what's going on. But anyway, he was told to stay back and stay away, and he kept going that direction, so the cop finally got sick of it and arrested him. It happens to Manuel all the time, starting about a little over a year ago up until current day, like last night. Anyway, like I said, I'll put a link to that Manuel getting arrested last night with Carolina IDing him for the cops. It's hysterical. What a sad bunch. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Love y'all. Bye.